Hello, everybody. I was just going to actually start on the Tati Westbrook. Excuse me. I was just going to start on the Tati Westbrook video, but I realized that we have some really interesting stuff going on in the probate notes of Britney's case. So there was some weird report filed yesterday, but that one's not available to the public. But there's some weird stuff going on here, so I just wanted to cover this with you guys before we got to the hearing. So where I am is the County of Los Angeles Superior Court website, and I'm on this section called Probate Notes. And a lot of times these notes are not available because of the nature of how secret Britney's case has been for the last years. But since they have, been fighting over motions to seal and stuff like that, more things have been filed and updated in this notes section. Lisa McCarley actually is the one who told me about this. So if you look here, we're talking about the court case coming up. The court will convene at 1:30, November 10th, the Britney Spears conservatorship. Now we're just talking about the accounting hearing. Now we've done a couple videos about the accounting today. So what do we have here? Okay, so to clear, this is just, okay. So here we go. 12th account current and report filed on, what would that be, August 6th. So the prior orders from October 7th were, this court informs all parties that Sam Ingham's report requests a continuance of today's matters, which means kick the can down the road, to allow time for him to file an objection to the accounting. And I thought did he file that? I don't know if he's filed that yet. Where's Britney Hiatus? Did they file this yet? The court and all the lawyers confer on the record. The court sets the following briefing schedule regarding capacity to execute a verified declaration. Now, we did yesterday read that document where, or a few documents where Sam Ingham and Jamie's lawyers are fighting over whether Britney is allowed or has the capacity to execute declarations. Jamie's lawyers are saying, she should have, made a declaration because Sam Ingham said that she said all kind of stuff and we think it's hearsay. Then Sam Ingham's argument is, well, she's under a conservatorship. So what is her legal capacity to sign a declaration anyway? I'm sure she'd be happy to sign a declaration, but can she? So that's what this is referring to. Attorneys Weil and Cohen, so that's Jamie's initial brief, is to be filed by not later than Friday, October 23rd. We've already read that. According to Sam's opposition, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said attorney. So that means Sam Ingham's opposition to anything they file is no later than October 30th, which was yesterday. Did he file something yesterday? The court orders Jamie's attorneys to file a supplement, which is what we read earlier today, by Monday, October 26th. And we did read that. That was the supplement where they kind of made some explanations for certain expenditures, credits, disbursements. The accounting conservatorship guardianship filed by Jamie on August 6th is continued to Tuesday. I don't know what that means. Tuesday, November 10th. Okay, other cases. Now, this is what I found interesting. Other cases, we have the family law proceeding. I think this is the domestic violence thing, or maybe it is the child support, child custody, something like that. Then we have this trust proceeding, which has to do with the SJB trust, where Jamie Lynn is trustee, right? So other cases, family law proceeding and a trust proceeding. Then someone's comments, this petition is subject of a pending motion for leave to file under seal. No probate notes will be posted pending determination of the motion. So essentially, this probate recorder is saying, okay, this stuff all happened October 7th, and that was allowed to be said. But there's other stuff that is subject to a motion to file under seal, so we're not going to make notes about those things. So I don't know what that refers to exactly. I don't know what PS 1027 and 923 means. I don't know what any of this stuff means. But we do get, right, some notes here. So let's keep going. Now, what we were just talking about was the accounting hearing, right? Now we're talking about the petition for appointment of co-conservator of the estate. Now that's Bessemer Trust, right? Other cases, again, we have this family law proceeding, which I don't know if that's Jamie's restraining order that Brittany's kids have against him, or if that's a custody situation, a child support situation. I don't know what the family law proceeding is. Then we have another case, which is the trust proceeding. That is Jamie Lynn asking to put basically Brittany's millions and millions of dollars in this trust into the hands, essentially, of Lou Taylor's old employer, Stonebridge Investment Counsel, who would then deposit it with this place called Fidelity. So Britney Spears is the conservatee requesting appointment of Bessemer Trust as conservator of her estate, right? 15-day notice was given to Lynn Spears' attorneys. Brittany has no spouse nor domestic partner, so that's interesting. They're saying that she does not have a domestic partner. So I don't know if that means Sam Asghari does not live with her. I don't know what that means exactly, if there's a specific legal designation, but I did find that interesting. Nomination of Bessemer Trust, filed September 1st by Lynn Spears. Then we have consent to act as the conservator, which was filed by Bessemer Trust on September 29th. We have read that document. And then the court-appointed counsel, Sam Ingham's report, was filed October 2nd. Now, look at all caps. No current court investigator's report lodged, which means like filed, as of time of calendar review. And maybe that's what that mysterious court reporter report was, filed yesterday, getting it on the record, because they have in all caps, no current court investigator's report lodged as of the time of calendar review. I don't exactly know what a court investigator's report is. Maybe that's something we should ask Lisa. So here are the facts. Brittany wishes to exercise her right to nominate a conservator of the estate under Probate Code Section 1810. Signed nomination at Attachment 3C1, bond not required for corporate fiduciary, and Brittany is opposed to her father continuing as sole conservator of the estate. Now, here's the big thing. This is the reason I wanted to do this live. Matters to clear. That means matters. Okay, Brittany Sagittarius is the current. Oh, did I blip out? Sam and Brittany don't live together. So yeah, not domestic partner, just boyfriend. Thank you for the clarification, Ryan. I don't really know anything about that. They easily funnel for Lou to get her dirty mitts on. It's kind of fucked. They don't live together. Well, I can understand why they don't, because, it's just a kind of complicated situation, but a lot of people don't always even live together with their people, who aren't in conservatorship. So who knows what's going on with that? Not my place to have an opinion. But this is an important thing here. Okay. Matters to clear, meaning matters to get to the bottom of. Does petitioner, that's Brittany, wish to have nominee, that's Bessemer, serve as sole conservator or as a co-conservator with James? Supplement required for clarification. Okay. So I'm announcing live to 31 entire people. We should be expecting some point a supplement that is going to be filed by Sam, aka by using probably Loeb and Loeb. Does Brittany wish to have a nominee, does Brittany wish to have Bessemer serve as the only conservator or as a co-conservator? Because she, it's been ambiguous up till now. If she exactly wants Bessemer to be the sole conservator. Now, I have taken her petitions and her court documents to mean she wants Jamie out. Okay. But technically, it could be argued that all she said was she is opposed to Jamie continuing as sole conservator. She didn't say as conservator at all, right? And that's why we got them filing Andrew Wallet to come back as co-conservator and Brittany opposing and all of that. So it is still an open question. Does Brittany want Jamie completely out? Or does she want Bessemer to serve as a co-conservator? I think also Brittany the Sagi, I think also domestic partner is a legal implication, like common law marriage, I believe. Not positive, but it's more than a boyfriend. It's more official. Yeah, I think that too, Ryan. I think you're right about that. So is this good news? The redacted name for gardening will likely be Jamie Lynn's baby daddy, not her current husband. I feel like she wants Jamie completely out. But they said soul to show how ridiculous Jamie would be in either scenario. Oh, that's funny. I could see that maybe is what they did. Ryan. So you're saying she wants Jamie completely out, but basically just said soul just to rile them up and make them act crazy or crazy. Okay. Findings and order. Okay. So JTD, grant the following powers. I don't know if that means the judge. So basically, in additional to the orders provision extra jointly, the power to operate at the risk of the estate, the power to pay, collect, Bessemer Trust is granted the following additional power. Okay, so basically this just outlines what Brittany asked, and we've already gone over this. I'm not going to go over this again, because we already went over this more than once on video. But it basically just lays out what Brittany and Sam Ingham are asking the court to allow Bessemer to do, the powers that they're wanting Bessemer to have. If appointed, the recommendation on the 12th account current is to have the next account filed no later than 3/1/22, which is like a long time from now. I don't know what that means. Defer pending clearing of notes and anticipated response. If Brittany seeks appointment of proposed nominee as sole conservator, it appears that a petition for removal of current conservator should be filed prior to a determined... Okay, here it is. Okay, this is important. If Brittany seeks to have Bessemer serve as the only conservator... Yes, I think they said sole to show how he refuses to compromise even without a direct threat of removal, a theory I have. I don't disagree with your theory, Ryan. So look at this. If Brittany wants Bessemer as sole conservator, a petition for removal of Jamie should be filed prior or before the Bessemer appointment is decided. And me and Lisa McCarley have been saying this for weeks, maybe months. Brittany's going to have to make a determination, and she's going to have to explicitly, or someone else, an interested party, someone is going to have to explicitly motion or petition for Jamie to be removed as the conservator or as conservator of the estate, which is why I find it interesting that this court case is being mentioned here, because they may be using that court case. I don't know. Who has BD 45662? If anybody knows offhand what court case that is, that would be really helpful. But here it is right here, black and white. If Brittany wants to appoint Bessemer as the sole conservator, she has to petition to remove Jamie before Bessemer can be decided on. And who knows how many years that's going to take. Catherine, also, if Sam, the pretend boyfriend, truly loved her, he'd speak up. It's like they have hired a guy. Let me check. Okay. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, I'm so on the fence about Sam, and the ultimate decision or whatever I've come to is I just don't know. I can't say yes or no on Sam, up or down on Sam Asghari. I just don't have enough info. I just don't know. All right. So then we have a next one. This one is about appointment hearing of conservator, same issue. All parties except for Yasha appeared. This was from the September 16th. So this is last month. Standard other. Okay. Court recites on the record its tentative ruling to deny the motion on calendar this date. That was the motion to seal. The court and counsel confirm the record. Weil and Ingham request that the appointment be moved to November 10th. So this is nothing new. We already knew this. This is just them moving everything to November 10th. Sam has spoken up. Yeah. So Sam has said some things for sure. Not next year. He can't say anything too. Yeah, and he may, and here's the thing too about Sam, like, to give him the benefit of the doubt, like, it's possible that if he says too much, he could risk being separated from Brittany. And like, let's say that we are giving him the benefit of the doubt and he really is truly there for Brittany and stuff. It would be pretty bad if he is there for her and that's the only person who she feels like she can trust, and they take, access away from him and her or whatever. So that could be a reason. You need to watch Super Duper Maxi on Calababes YouTube because tea was spilled on Sam. Asghari is who we're talking about, sorry. Yeah, he'll be separated for sure. I did say years. It will probably be at least a full year before Jamie is removed from this conservatorship, I think. Now, it might be 8 months, but he's going to go down. As long as he goes down, as long as he's fighting, he's going down slowly. If he just resigns or if they come with some kind of settlement for him to leave, it could be any moment. But if they're going to litigate and fight this, it's going to be thousands, if not millions of dollars and months. I really think Brittany knows who the bad people are in her life. Give her some credit, y'all. Yeah, no, I mean, I do give her credit, but I also just can't say what Sam's motivations are. There have been people, in my life that I didn't know their motivations and I trusted them. And that was, not right. However, I don't have any, I can only kind of see both sides here, and I haven't really made, and I don't plan to make a full opinion determination on Sam Asghari, because at the end of the day, my whole point here is to my personal whole point is to root out the legal issues and the legal problems. And frankly, there just isn't really anything on Sam. Okay. Brittany the Sagi, thank you. I looked at the docket for the restraining order and custody modification for mentions of number, but I didn't see anything other than DV 130. Okay. Thank you for checking. We should focus more on both Jamie's, Lou, etc. Yeah, I agree. All right. So that's pretty much all, but anybody can look at these. Okay. So again, these are not documents I have some special access to. I'll show you how to get to them just in case you want to look. So what you do is you go to online services. You go to lacourt.org, online services. You go over here in the probate section. Probate notes is where you click, and it'll bring you to a page where you type in Brittany's case number, which is BP 108870 with a space between BP and 1. So BP space 108870, I believe. Let me make sure. Where is this case? Yep. Oh, maybe you don't have to type the space. That's the number right there. The thing that stands out to me with Sam is Jamie isn't letting them get married. So when she was going to marry Jason, Jamie, okay. Sorry. Commas are important. Michael Lorio, the thing that really stands out to me with Sam is that Jamie isn't, I'm saying commas is important as a drag on myself. You put the commas in the right place. Sorry, that sounded bitchy if you took it that way. It was, you put them in the right place. The thing that really stands out to me with Sam Asghari, right, is that Jamie isn't letting them get married. But when Brittany was going to marry Jason, Jamie made him a co-conservator. That's a good point. Leanne Simmons, we need to focus more on the legal documents. Yeah, Sam Asghari is irrelevant in the big picture. Right, and that's, Leanne, why I have said, here, I'll turn this around. That's why I've said, people ask me about him all the time, but I don't want to say I don't care because that sounds callous. I do care, but it's just not I feel like my personal brain power is better put to use, trying to figure out the legal strategies and legal moves. Just because I don't really know about, Michael Lorio said, something about Jason, Brittany wanting to marry Jason and Jamie making him a co-conservator. I kind of knew that, but I kind of forgot. I wasn't around during that time. So it's just easier for me to focus on the legal documents than to form an opinion about Sam. Just realized Brittany hasn't posted on Instagram since her dad arrived at LAX. Oh. As you should. I agree. We need to focus on the legal documents. She stopped posting after her Red project was removed from her account. Yeah, because people are mean and don't know how to act. Everyone has their own talents within the movement. Keep kicking ass with the legal docs. Okay, so I think we officially at 3:35 Eastern Time, Saturday, October 31st, have caught up. I'm sorry, speaking on Sam, didn't mean to offend or annoy. No reason to apologize. I think it's a reasonable question. People ask me all the time. I just personally don't know anything, really. I mean, I know what I do know, which is nothing. There's just not a lot. You should. Sam doesn't live with her. Sam doesn't like Jamie Spears. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. Woo. Okay. So I have a feeling Monday or Tuesday we're going to get some more documents. Sam was apparently supposed to file some type of objection by October 30th, and he seems to have not. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But I think what I'm going to try to do is kind of get my head around everything that's going on and make a short kind of summary, maybe even a TikTok, a 60-second type of thing about exactly what is actually even being heard and done on November 10th and what possibilities could happen. Otherwise, I will be probably reading that Tati document soonish too, if y'all want to jump on for that. Okay, so let me know if y'all want me to bring anyone onto Instagram Live to ask specific questions. Leanne said the 10:30 deadline was a reply to the brief from Jamie's lawyers, I think. Reply to the brief from Jamie's lawyer. Which one? Leanne. Did the judge approve Jamie's request to add more lawyers yesterday? So it's Bapper Man. He didn't actually request to add more lawyers. He just did it because he didn't have to request. He requested to be able to pay them, and the judge did grant that order, yes. Will I be joining the next rally protest? Oh man, I wish. The hearsay brief. Okay, Leanne. So Sam had until October 30th to reply to the hearsay brief, and he did. We did read that document. Okay, so I will see y'all later, and I'm probably gonna go. Oh wait, hold on, Leanne. On October 7th, they made a schedule. Sam Ingham had until yesterday to reply, and then Jamie's lawyers could reply again before November 5th. Thank you for the clarification, Leanne. That's a lot to keep up with. Zaki Online says, I believe Jamie's arrival at LAX was tied to him being questioned by the investigator. I think the 10th is going to be bigger than they're saying because the entire family will be present. Ooh. Y'all, I wish I could go in that courtroom. Thank you, Ryan. We're super excited, but it feels not real because the house needs a lot of work. But we are excited. Thank you. First house. Woo woo. Okay, now I am actually going, and I will see y'all later, probably after I eat a snack. Okay, bye. Oh, also, facts ain't defamation.